Previously, on The Biggest Loser, the guys achieved their most breathtaking feat yet.
Get up here, Doc.
Quit being scared. Get up here.
Come on, Jeff. Let's go, Jeffy.
While the girls worked harder than ever before to ensure a team victory.
Go, 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 go.
The blue team's hard work paid off with a thrilling challenge win. But the good vibes didn't last, as the weigh-in dished out defeat to both teams.
279. Didn't lose any weight this week.
Ultimately, Pete had to lose 4 pounds to land the victory.
325.
In the end,
I chose Jen.
Jen was sent packing, but not before she gave the girls some advice about the guys.
They're not out to get you. They're really not like that.
So far, the teams have lost a total of 627 pounds. But The Biggest Loser isn't just about losing weight. It's about changing lives. Now the question that everybody wants answered: did last year's contestants keep the weight off? Here's Aaron day 1 at the ranch. And here's Aaron a whole year later.
I went out, I got rid of my car, I got 2 dogs, and work out almost every day, and just loving life.
So far, the women have been at elimination 3 weeks in a row. Tonight, find out if they have what it takes to break the men's winning streak. How much weight will they lose this week on their way to becoming The Biggest Loser?
Change, yeah, do it today, yeah. I can feel my spirit rising, change, yeah. We need a change, yeah. So do it today, yeah. 'Cause I can see a clear horizon. What have you done today to make you feel proud? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You could be so many. Just make that break for freedom. So what have you done today to make you feel proud?
Ready? I'm leaving.
We walk in, sit down, and immediately Mark goes, "Oh, I'm out of here." It sure made a statement as a team. They couldn't even give us a second. They didn't recognize how hard this was for us. Like, take your eyes off yourself for a minute, Red Team.
Why do you keep glaring at me, Mark?
Don't ever talk to me again.
Don't ever talk to me again? Why are you pissed at me?
Andrea.
You guys are the stupidest people I know. That's all I know.
What? Andrea.
I wasn't surprised with them eliminating Jen. You know, they keep eliminating the wrong people. Jen didn't fit into their little crowd, the hairdresser crowd. On the girls' team, it's a popularity contest instead of who loses the most weight. The last 2 weeks, they've eliminated one of their top weight loss people, so they'll be sitting there next week also.
What did he say? He said not to ever talk to him again. We're the stupidest people that he knows, and...
Well, Mark totally cussed me out. You know, he has a friendship with Jen, and so they were, you know, they wanted her to be here because they were friends with her.
What can I do to make you comfortable with us in the house? I heard Shannon was upset with me and cried, didn't like being in the same room with me. So I went to her to ask her, you know, what can I do to make you feel comfortable? I just want to stay away from you and you stay away from me. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it, but you know what? I feel like I should be comfortable living in the house. Like, I shouldn't have to go into a kitchen.
But why should I feel uncomfortable because of your issues?
You don't need to be disrespectful. We all have, you know, share a common bond. Like, that's the last thing you need is for somebody to make you feel uncomfortable when we're all here trying to do the same thing. And, you know, that's my issue with Mark right now. He has an issue with me, now I have an issue with him.
What am I supposed to do for you
I don't know. I can't answer that for you.
Well, I just tried to help.
No, you didn't try to help.
We walk into the elimination room, and Caroline's there, which is not normal.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Hi.
Since losing weight is a numbers game, I thought I would start out with some really great numbers. You've been at the ranch for 55 days now, and in that time, Pete, you've lost 76 pounds, and it makes you the biggest loser on your team for right now. Susie, you've lost 41 pounds since you've been here, making you the biggest loser on the blue team. And at this point, the people sitting beside you are so much more than your teammates. They're your friends and your confidants and your support system. Together, you've overcome the challenges of this game to lose an enormous amount of weight and change the direction of your lives. But as of right now, your teams are gone.
Are you freaking kidding me?
That doesn't mean that you're on your own. Today, you'll be divided into teams of 2. 3 male-female pairs and 1 male duo. And you will compete together for the challenge and the next weigh-in. And at that weigh-in, the duo who has the lowest percentage of weight lost will be up for elimination. And the rest of you will decide which person on that team is going home.
I got really nervous because now you depend on someone else. I mean, you can still work your butt off, but if your team member doesn't, you could go home too.
I'm gonna have to go from these are people I'm competing against to let's be buddies, which I can't do very well.
It just absolutely floored me. I'm kind of devastated because I don't like anybody on the girls' team.
Okay, there is so much palpable tension in this room. I need to know what's happened. So, Mark, what's going on?
I deal with dirtbags at work, and I don't feel like dealing with them here. And now you're telling me I'm going to be paired up with one of them. It makes me sick.
So it's come to that? You're calling one of the ladies a dirtbag?
Well, a couple of them, yes.
How are you feeling?
Disgusted.
Disgusted. We've got dirtbags and disgusted and 8 adults. Well, this is a golden opportunity for you to see the best in these ladies and for these ladies to see the best in you. So, suck it up, because this will make a huge difference in who wins this entire competition. So, I'm sure you're wondering how we're going to pick those teams. Well, you'll get to pick them yourselves. Well, at least one of you will. Now I'm going to send the ladies and the men down the hall, and I will see you in a couple hours, and you'll tell me who your teams are, okay?
I won't be distracted by what's going on with the girls. It's my own teammates. They're the guys that are gonna push me, not the girls. I don't care about them.
We're freaking out because the blue team thinks the red team can't stand them. Now I have to be a team member with someone who hates me. That's real fun.
Choose wisely. Only one gives you the power. The others are full of calories.
For those of us that wanted to participate, we put our hands on a platter, and that platter was either the power to decide what the teams would be, or that platter was a food item.
Is anybody going to try to eat it to get the power?
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a chance to have some power. As soon as I read the note, I knew I was picking a platter. I am not about to give up a chance to control my fate in this game.
So we need to take a chance.
Do it for yourself right now. We aren't teams anymore. You know, you gotta think.
The power to decide was huge, and it could make or break our time here.
I'm kicking your ass, just so you know.
I didn't really think about the food at all. I was just more or less going for the card. Because this determines your fate here on the ranch.
Anybody else? Last call.
Coming up, who will win the power to form the duos?
You go from thinking, geez, I hope I get the power, to, geez, I hope I don't have something bad under this plate.
And how will the decision affect the weigh-in?
Last call. Anybody else?
For those of us that wanted to participate, we put our hands on a platter, and that platter was either the power to decide what the teams would be, or that platter was a food item.
Everybody participated in the temptation except for Shannon and Doc, because Doc has his reasons at home. He told his wife he would never participate in a temptation.
I don't really want the power, just because I feel like right now the guys already have ill feelings towards me, and I really don't want to make that any worse by picking the teams. Like, I just want to be out of it.
Seth, why don't you go first?
Okay.
Go, Seth.
Please, God. I don't even like Twinkies.
Yeah.
Pete. That's not gonna work.
I ended up putting my hand on a platter, and that platter contained the power to pick all the teams.
He's got the power. It was that fast. You go from thinking, geez, I hope I get the power, to, geez, I hope I don't have something bad under this plate.
Carrot.
When I lifted my tray and saw pizza, that just tops off this week for me. I have to eat about a 2,000 calorie pizza.
It's a pretty damn big hot dog.
I wanted the power because this game changes all the time. But I was very thankful that Pete got the power. He was probably the best person to have it, actually.
We're all in this for our own personal reasons, and now we have to be teamed up with somebody that was previously our adversary. So I just want to hear something from everybody. You know, if there's a preference, somebody you'd like to be teamed up with, speak up, you know, because I don't want to make this just arbitrary. I'd like to hear from everybody.
I'd like to be with Seth.
Okay. Anything else?
Not right now.
Doc?
Personally, like I said, I'm my only competitor, and I will get along with whoever I'm with and do my best.
Okay. Shannon?
I don't know. Right now, you know, it's difficult because most of you guys have made, you know, the women feel very uncomfortable right now. You know, being in this situation and even being, you know, here now, you know, like it's different for me now. And you guys do not respect us girls as a team and as people. I don't like this tension. I don't like feeling uncomfortable. I don't like being called a name. I don't like that because we're all here for the same reason.
I think that any of us have to look at this as an opportunity, and you're going to make the best out of it no matter who your partner is.
I want to be with someone who's going to push me. Someone who's going to make me stronger, and I can make them stronger.
I'll take Susie.
I'm sorry, I'm just honest. I want to be with the person that's, gonna make me succeed the most. Sorry,
Absolutely.
That's honest.
I want to be with someone who's going to push me physically and challenge me. I feel like when I go on hikes and stuff like that, Matt pushes me, and I personally would like to have Matt on my team.
Anything else? For anybody? All right. Well, I think I'm going on a walk. interesting thing to have the control to decide the teams because, you know, it's a great responsibility to not pick wrong and have people upset at you. With power comes responsibility, so we'll see how it goes. Mark and Andrea, he's the second biggest loser on our team, but the weakest loser on their team. If I put together Matt and any guy, it's just destruction.
You have to look at it two ways. One, you want someone who's going to help you, but then if it does get time to vote one of them off, you want someone who's more likely to get voted off than you.
Are you really sick about this? I think this is going to help us to stay here longer.
I do too.
Big time.
I think we have a way better chance of staying here this way.
I think it's way more beneficial for all of us.
If I put Mark with Susie, Mark would never talk to her.
Susie's the only one that I can stand being around. And I don't want to be on a man's team because if we lose, that'll cause conflict.
Let's take Matt and Doc. Put Matt and Doc together. Shannon needs somebody to really push her to show her how far she can go. Doc and Seth together. It'd be high and low numbers, but who would that leave me with? I'd have to pick a girl. And I'd pick Susie, so I'd have a chance to get to the finals. There's definitely an opportunity to take advantage of it. I think I could stack the team in my favor. But at the same time, you know, I don't want to really upset everybody else in doing that. While there's an opportunity to be selfish, I think there's a greater responsibility.
Okay, who got to pick teams? Pete. All right, before you choose these teams, remember this is a hugely important decision. And this will affect the outcome of the game, and there is $250,000 on the line. No pressure. Come. You stand here with me. Okay. You seem like a wise man. I'm sure you made a good choice.
I hope.
You feel okay about it?
I do. I still think they're going to kill me, but...
All right. So, who's the first team?
First up, Shannon. Could you step over there, please? I want to let everybody know that I respect all of you, and I really wanted to put together people I thought would work well together. I thought that if I could pair people up who could get something from each other, then maybe we could leave with more than just weight loss. Maybe we could leave knowing a little bit more about people. We could leave knowing a little bit more about ourselves. First up, Shannon, could you step over there, please? Shannon, I see great strength in you. I see greatness coming out of you. But even beyond that, you need somebody else to help you to pull that out. So the person that you're going to be teamed up with is Matt. And Matt, I think that relating or being a teammate with a sister will help you to understand women. Because if you can understand a sister like I do, you can understand all women. Next is Andrea. If you can step over there. Andrea, you know, the guys consider you a stud, especially the way that you handled that last challenge. And so I'm going to put you with someone who we feel is a stud on our team, Mark. Next is Susie.
Okay.
This is the team that I think is just almost unbeatable, if you can believe it. I didn't stack it in my favor, but I think that she can encourage this person, and this person can challenge her. So that person is Seth.
All right.
And
so that means you and the doctor are the final team.
And he's my inspiration. Unfortunately, I don't know what I have to offer him, but he gets me up early in the morning and encourages me on the treadmill, so.
He picked me, and he could have picked anybody.
and guaranteed basically that he'd go to the end, and yet he picked me, despite all my physical limitations, my age, the lowest percent loss of the guys, and yet he has faith in me enough that he thought beyond the game.
Okay, Pete, I think you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Take the rest of the day to get acquainted with your partner, because at the next elimination, your team only gets 1 vote, not 2. So you're really gonna have to communicate with each other, okay? I will see you at the next challenge.
Faith, what are you talking about? Faith in what? It's obvious how good you are, man.
One thing we have working in our favor is I should drop a huge number this week.
Well, and mine has to be higher than freaking 2, so.
Now that I have Andrea, I do have the toughest road ahead. She's the lowest weight loss person, 13%. The only person closest to her is 15%. And then after that, everybody's at 17%. So, I mean, you got to lose like 10, 20 pounds to catch these people. So I'm hoping the game changes again next week, because if not, it was nice knowing you.
I don't know what his thinking was.
I don't know.
But let's not complain.
Oh, gosh.
No.
Seth and I both have high percentages, and we're the lowest weights on our old teams. And we're really fierce competitors. So I was like, wow, this is really a good thing.
Please don't be offended if during workouts I don't talk, because I feel like if you can talk, you need to be working harder. And to be honest, if I had to pick a girl, I'm glad I got you.
I'm very happy to hear that, because I work hard. I still have a lot of weight to lose. I don't think you have anything to worry about by having me on your team. I actually feel like, you know, that the best is yet to come from me, and I think that's going to be from working out with you. I was actually pretty happy that I had Matt.
You know what? I know he's gonna push me, and Matt is extremely competitive, and there's no way that he's gonna let us fail.
Team's me and you, and we have work to do.
Okay. I'm down with that. No problem.
Want a handshake?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Did you hear what they did?
No.
There's no teams anymore. Well, there's teams, but there's a bunch of different teams.
So what does that mean?
That means me and Andrea, we're a team.
Is this true?
Now, yes. Matt and Shannon are a team, and the 2 ugly guys in the back are a team.
I don't understand. What does that mean?
We're all individual teams now.
No more red, no more blue.
Start over.
Okay,
What?
so-
My team that was once my team is no longer anymore. I wasn't happy about it at first. You realize that things will change in an instant. And I think that's one of the best things that this is really teaching them for the outside world. You got to be able to roll with the punches.
I do think it evens things out a bit. And therefore, I will continue to train whoever would like to, you know, and vice versa.
Wrong with Bob, sorry.
You know what? You know what? I dare you.
Look at you working out with your teammate.
Squat, ladies. 8, 7, 6. Bob and I are trying to work more as a team and trying to work with everybody.
Go, Susie, go, 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 go. Run. Seth, you are too slow. You got to keep up.
Susie very much so pushes me to a limit. I don't know if it's the change that we just had with changing new teams. I just feel like somewhat renewed. I'm pushing a lot harder. I think that she's a great partner, and I don't have to worry about her. She just does it on her own.
Shannon, pick it up speed. Watch your teammate. Watch your teammate. Stay with him.
I can definitely teach Shannon something. When it comes to work ethic, I feel pretty confident that when I'm in the gym, I step it up. But I think the most important thing that we need to learn from each other is that we're 2 individuals from 2 different lifestyles, 2 different cultures. There's millions of things for me to learn, and I would be an ass not to take advantage of that.
Coming up, who will have what it takes to stay above the yellow line?
Welcome to the first ever duo weigh-in.
And later, one duo will be up for elimination, who will have to pack their bags and say goodbye.
This is our first challenge in the duos, so I'm kind of nervous right now about the challenge. I really want to win.
I feel like we're on Baywatch, supersized.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
How are you doing?
Good.
How are you getting along with your new partners?
Good. Hey.
Good, because in today's challenge, you are really going to need to rely on your partner. Let's start with the reward for the winning duo. It's surfing lessons, and you will be taking those surfing lessons in Hawaii. Each member of the winning team will win a 5-night stay for 2 at the Westin Maui Resort and Spa.
Nice.
Let's go.
The winning team also gets the Diet Right Zero Elimination Pass. That means your team will have 0 chance of being sent home at the elimination.
Hawaii, yeah, so excited. But the immunity, you never get immunity before a weigh-in. So we have to do everything we can to win this.
Here is how the game works. One partner is a holder. The other is a filler. The filler will have to run down to the ocean, fill their bucket with water, and pour them into any team's container. That gives you a chance to gang up on any team if that's how you want to play the game. The holders will have to use all their strength to pull those ropes and keep the containers from falling as they get heavier and heavier. Once you drop your container, your team is out of the game. The last duo still holding on wins the trip to Hawaii. Got it? Yes!
My theory was take out the heaviest, strongest people first. I guess that was everyone's thinking too, because the strongest people on every team were the people who were holding.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Yep. Get set. Go!
Go, Andrea! All right, Doc.
Go, Susie.
I love you, Pete.
You're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying.
Doc, I don't like you anymore at all. Let's go, Susie. Hey, Doc, give one to Seth, buddy. Hey, give one to Seth. Good pace. You got a good pace. Good job, Susie. Hey, Andrew, you better speed up. Doc's screwing me right now.
Doing the best that I can, Mark.
Hang on, Pete! It's about over, fellas.
Oh, Pete is up. Pete's up.
It's all right, Pete. No, put it in Seth. Put it in Seth.
Let's go, Susie!
Matt, you got it.
Doc, I hate you!
We still have Vegas.
Susie, go!
Oh, there goes Mark. It's down to Matt and Seth.
Which one, Pete?
Come on, Susie.
Come on, Matt, hold on. Hold on.
Go, Susie! Keep going, keep going.
My mentality when it was just myself and Matt left was, don't let go. You're not letting go. You got this. I just need to hold on as long as I could.
My fingers were starting to get out, and you stand like we were for so long, your heart has a hard time getting blood up there. My only hope was that someone was going to blast up there and throw a couple more in his thing.
Do Seth! Do Seth! Doc!
to Seth.
Come on, Matt, hold on.
I knew I had to hustle because I knew that people were going to start gunning for us because they know how strong Matt is.
Stop! Do Seth! Stop! Do Seth!
I saw Dr. Jeff putting water into Matt's container, and I didn't understand that at all, because why would he take out Matt?
Good job, Susie.
Watching Matt fly up in the air, it was like surreal. Because we really didn't think we could win. It was the greatest feeling.
We're going to Hawaii! Congratulations, Susie and Seth. You just won the trip to the Westin Maui Resort and Spa. Way to go. And you are safe from elimination this week. Remember, everybody, at the next weigh-in, the duo with the lowest percentage of weight loss will be up for elimination. So it's not just the amount of weight you lose, but how much your partner also loses. Keep that in mind when you work out. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Today I found out that my uncle died. My dad's brother. I call him my dad. He said they talked. My uncle's family talked and they want me to stay here because that's what he'd want. And that's what my dad said. He'd want me to be here.
Matt suffered a loss today, and I wanted him to know that I'm there for him, not only as his trainer, but as his friend as well.
You lose a loved one and you find out that maybe you're born for bigger things.
There you go. See, now you're taking something that's painful and negative, and you're turning it into an opportunity.
It would have been easy today to say I'm gonna lay in bed and pout, cry, but he died of a heart attack. And it really hit home for me in that I was on my way there with my eating habits, my lack of exercise. And the worst thing that I could think of now for my family, for my uncle, is to go back to those ways. I just had too much life to live to sit back and be the way I was.
Last chance workout. Last chance workout, Jillian.
3. Come on, get some.
Matt, you're too slow. Pick it up.
Push now. Push straight.
I hope tonight that I at least, lose 4 or 5 pounds. I only lost 2 last week, so I just hope that I can prove to Mark that he didn't get stuck with the bad choice.
I don't care if your leg falls off. You will go until she's done.
Get your body all the way back, Jeff. All the way back.
I've learned to loathe the spin bike.
Use your stomach strength. Stomach. Go, 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 go.
When you go to a different trainer, they have such a different style, so they work out different muscles in different ways, stuff that you're not used to. It felt like week 1 again.
1, 2, 1, 2. Start picking up that speed. Everyone should be on the same rhythm.
Come on, girl. Kick it out. Do it. Go right here.
I feel like when I work out with Matt, I have something to prove. I cannot slack. I mean, I'm with the most competitive guy on the entire show.
I don't care if you both die on this floor. You better die looking good. Let's go.
Some of the guys were reluctant to work out with Bob, but I think their minds got changed. Bob gave us a dynamite workout. It was one of the hardest workouts I've had. He definitely has gotten a newfound respect from the guys and knows what he's doing.
Pete, you're too slow. Go faster. Nothing's moving except your legs. Ah! Come back, Pete. Come back, come back, come back. Last 2. And...
I mean, it's hard not to be negative. There's a lot of obstacles against us. And then
Going into the weigh-in tonight, I hope that I don't disappoint Mark. My body's just different, you know. I don't lose as much weight, apparently, as fast as everybody else.
I'm just so glad that you're my partner and that we're immune.
I'm glad that we're immune.
Cross my fingers. I think we're good. Team Beauty and the Beast. Let's make it happen.
I'm glad to have you, my brother, from another mother, as you coined. So let's go see what we can do.
All right, let's do it.
All right. We are the two biggest people, so of course we've got to lose a larger number of pounds to equal the percentage of the other teams. Doc and I have worked out really hard this week, so we'll see what the scale says.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Welcome to the first ever duo weigh-in. Tonight, the most important thing is for you and your new partner to stay above that yellow line. Because the duo that is below it will be nominated for elimination, and one of them will be leaving the ranch. Okay, Susie and Seth, you won the Diet Right Zero Elimination Pass. You have 0 chance of being eliminated tomorrow night, but let's see how you did anyway. All right. Susie, you're first.
Okay.
Okay, Susie, when you first arrived at the ranch, you weighed 227 pounds, and your current weight is 182. You lost another 4 pounds.
Wow. I'm excited about
Good job,
that.
Susie.
Good job. And Susie, since your first day on the ranch, you have lost 45 pounds. Wow. Seth, last week you lost 10 pounds. Let's see how you did this week.
Come on, Seth.
When you arrived at the ranch, you weighed 339 pounds. Current weight is 233. So you didn't lose any weight this week.
That's a surprise.
You work out really hard?
Yeah, I increased my intensity. But I didn't gain any weight, so.
No.
Seeing 0 pounds, I was surprised. When you put in over 20 hours of exercise in a week, it's hard for you not to, look at the scale and think, wow, But personally, I feel that the scale isn't a reflection of how I feel. And I feel healthier, and I don't need the scale to tell me that.
All right, so let's clear the screen and begin the official weigh-in. Okay, Pete and Jeff, our only male duo, you are up first. Pete, you picked all these teams. Let's see how you do.
Brother.
When you arrived at the ranch, you weighed 401 pounds. Current weight? 318. You lost another 7 pounds.
Way to go, Pete! Great job.
Okay, Jeff, it's your turn.
Bro, come on.
When you arrived at the ranch, you weighed 370 pounds. And your current weight is 294.
No more 300.
I think being under 300 psychologically is a tremendous thing, and no matter what kind of stress I have when I go back home, it's going to be hard to stop that ball from continue rolling now that I'm under 300.
Jeff, you've lost 76 pounds since you arrived at the ranch. All right, Jeff and Pete, you guys started the week with a combined weight of 630 pounds. As a duo, you lost 18 pounds. Your combined percentage of total weight loss this week is 2.86%. Good job. Andrea and Mark, you're up next. Andrea, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Let's see how you did.
2, 4, 6, 8. Come on, Andrea, lose big weight.
When you first arrived at the ranch, you weighed 220 pounds. Current weight, 185! There you go!
There you go!
6 pounds!
Andrea actually dropped 6 pounds, and I thought Pete did me wrong by giving me her, but she came through.
Okay, Mark, let's see how many pounds you lost.
Go, Mark!
Woo! When you arrived at the ranch, you weighed 358 pounds. Current weight,
Down, lower, lower, lower.
273, you lost 14 pounds! There you go.
There you go.
Yes! Right! Okay, Mark, you lost 14 pounds this week and 85 pounds to date.
Happy, thanks.
Okay, you and Andrea started the week with a combined weight of 478 pounds. Together, you lost 20 pounds. Your combined percentage of total weight loss is 4.18%. All right, that puts you guys in first position above Pete and Jeff. That means you have no chance of going below the yellow line and being up for elimination. Okay, Matt and Shannon, you're the last duo to be weighed. You started the week with a combined weight of 497 pounds. In order to save yourselves from elimination and force Pete and Jeff below the yellow line, together you need to have lost more than 14 pounds. Okay. Shannon, get on the scale.
Okay. Walking up to the scale tonight, I was very, very nervous. I was praying that this was the week that my body did not decide to plateau.
All right, when you arrived at the ranch, you weighed 257 pounds. Your current weight is 212. You lost 6 pounds.
Very happy.
Is Matt a good partner?
Matt's a great partner. I'm very happy right now.
Good. All right, so Matt, that means you need to lose more than 8 pounds in order to send Pete and Jeff below the yellow line. Last week you lost 0 pounds, but I'm sure you did better this week. Let's see. Come on, Matt. You got this.
Tonight was probably the first time where I felt emotion prior to stepping on the scale, where there was more on the line than just a number. You know, you get to wake up in the morning and told that you had death in the family, and I think it helped motivate me to keep going. I was humbled last week, about as humbled as I've ever been.
When you arrived at the ranch, you weighed 339 pounds. Current weight, okay, Matt, you need to have lost more than 8 pounds in order to send Pete and Jeff below the yellow line. Current weight, 262! You lost 17 pounds, Matt.
While I'm up here, can I say something real quick?
Yes.
2 days ago, my uncle died of a heart attack. My Uncle Mark was a hard worker. He loved his family, but he was too young to go from a heart attack. And I want people that watch, especially men, to think about their families. And you don't have to go early. I want everybody to know that. You need to know what's going on. And don't be selfish about yourself. Think about your wife, your kids, your brother, your mom and dad that you're leaving behind by being too tough to go to the doctor, and know what's happening in here. Thanks.
Good job, Maddie.
Congratulations, you and Shannon lost a combined 23 pounds, and you have reached the top position with a total percentage of weight loss of 4.63%. To celebrate your victory, you'll replace another Biggest Loser flag with your own flags. I am so sorry, Jeff and Pete. You are now below the yellow line. And after all you guys have been through, tomorrow night will be the last night for one of you. And remember, you guys, each team only has one vote. All right, the rest of you guys have the next day to decide who you are going to eliminate. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Listen, I'm ready to go home. I've had a great ride.
You say you're ready to go home.
I'm ready to
Why?
go home because I gave myself a week to last here. Look how long I've been here. I mean, look what I've accomplished. I said before I go home, I want to get under 300. I'm under 300. I mean,
but don't say you're ready to go home.
My feeling is that Pete deserves to stay here more than me. When he won that temptation challenge and could have been very selfish and picked Matt, Seth, or Susie and guaranteed himself, I think, a spot all the way to the finals, he instead looked at what's better for the house and for everybody and chose to be King Solomon. And that alone, to me, is a reason that he deserves to stay.
All right. In the morning and work out.
Very proud of you, man.
Proud of you too, brother.
It's time for me to go home. It's time for you to send me home.
I don't know what's gonna happen, man. You know what? You've been honest with me, and I have to be honest with you. There's so many things going around. The game has changed, and you have to take that into consideration, that it's just a matter of fact that it's getting down to the point, and if you want to be one of the ones that go home and keep working to win that grand prize, you have to do what you have to do, and I think both guys that are up for elimination, I understand that. You're a good boy, Doc.
Some things just go beyond the game, man. You understand?
I do.
Here, I'll bring it down. You guys do it.
Okay.
It's yours.
I have a flag to put up. You know, finally. I mean, the last time, you know, we put up a blue flag, Ryan was still in the house, and that was a long time ago.
Why don't you and Shannon go ahead and put that up, Bob, because you helped me out this week, and I've done it before.
To look at Bob and show him, you know, another blue flag after all this time. And not just any blue flag, I mean, with my name on it was just amazing. Like, it didn't even bother me that there was a red flag attached to it. Red is not so bad anymore, especially when you have a teammate like Matt.
There it is.
Good.
All right, I'll see you in a little bit.
I'll see you in a little bit.
I mean, Pete's a logical choice, but then when you get Dr. Jeff saying, oh, I want to go home, you're sending somebody who wants to stay home.
Today's elimination day, and it's actually tough on me because, unfortunately, there's Pete and Doc up for elimination, and I love both those guys to death, and it's just really going to suck tonight.
He sat at the table today and said, don't worry about voting me out.
Are you crying?
Why am I so emotional in this place? It drives me crazy.
Jillian, I'm going to do great, I promise you. You got me on the path, and I'm not going to go back to the way I was. I'm under 300 pounds. I'm not going to let myself go back to that. I'm very proud of what I've accomplished, but you got me started, and I want to thank you for that.
You know, Dr. Jeff is a very loving, giving person. He told me that he wanted to give his spot up to Pete. I can't say whether or not I agree with that, but regardless, you know, it's Pete's responsibility to take that opportunity and make the most out of it. If he's gonna give you this gift, then take it and take it all the way, because that's what he wants. And you could do it.
I think tonight will probably be the most emotional elimination for me, you know. Again, because either I'm going home or I'm directly responsible for somebody else going home, you know, so. It's going to be difficult.
And you have been a champ. You've motivated people. You've lost an obscene amount of weight. You have nothing to be sorry for. You should be so proud of yourself for what you've accomplished and for who you've been in this house. You are a phenomenal human being, Pete. Be proud of that. And you stay strong and you kick some ass.
Earlier this week, I had the power to pick the teams and, tried to set them up in a fair and equitable manner for everybody. And now the power lies in other people's hands.
Listen, I'd love to be here to the end. So it has nothing to do with giving up. But if it's between Pete and I, my feeling is that Pete deserves to stay here more than me.
But I tried so hard, and you tried so hard.
I've been with the guys for 8 weeks, and so, they become family. And either I'm going to have to say goodbye to them or have to say goodbye to Doc.
There are things far more important than money. And that is self-respect, pride, and practicing what you preach to your kids. To go home and tell my girls that I did what I thought was right is far more important than any money.
Is anybody listening up there?
Coming up, who will have to pack their bags and say goodbye?
I love you, man.
And later, the Diet Right transformation moment. See for the first time what the eliminated player looks like today. Live right, diet right.
I know that this must be very difficult for all of you because tonight, two of the biggest losers in this game are up for elimination. In the 62 days that you've been here, Jeff, you've lost 76 pounds. You don't look like the same person anymore.
I'd like to say I'm not half the man I used to be.
And Pete, you've lost an unbelievable 83 pounds. That's more than a pound a day. There were some very unhappy people here last week when I told you guys that you had to be in teams, and you did some serious bonding this week. So, Andrea, what's your favorite thing about Mark that you were surprised by?
Mark and I are both very stubborn people. We're very strong-willed, and I think we try to both put on a tough exterior when inside we're very sensitive people.
Matt, how about you? How are you doing?
This week I really was impressed with Shannon's work ethic too. And she's a little bit like me where she doesn't really want to hear rah, rah, good job, you're doing great. She wants to put her time in and that was awesome. But she was a great partner to get.
Seth, how was Susie as a partner?
She is good. I've noticed a lot more that she is somebody who really cares about being genuine and sincere to all people. She really wants to let people know how she really is and who she is, and that she just, I don't know, she's just genuine with everybody.
Thank you, Seth.
Okay, before we begin, I just want to remind you that you only get one vote between you and your partner. So, I'm going to ask the three of you to reveal who have you decided to send home, Jeff or Pete. So Matt, let's start with you and Shannon.
After the week that I've had, I've come to the realization that ultimately this really is just a huge game. There's got to be winners and there's got to be losers. And both of the guys at the end of this table, in my mind, have won more than any amount of money that they can throw at us. But the game changed, and we had to adapt to that. We went from being the red team to Shannon and Matt team. And in doing so, Shannon and I had to act in according to our best interest. And the man I chose is a very good man. I know in my heart of hearts that we'll be friends after this. I know that he's gonna go home and he'll continue to lose weight, get healthy where he wants to be, and be that role model that he wanted to be. And we're gonna miss him. But the person that I've decided to eliminate, the person Shannon's decided to eliminate, is Pete.
Okay, Pete, that's one vote for you. Seth, who did you and Susie choose to eliminate?
By far, this is going to be the hardest, I think, for me, personally. The person that we decided to eliminate, he's a very genuine and caring person, and did motivate us all to work out, both teams. So the person that Susie and I had decided to eliminate is Jeff.
Okay, that's one vote for you, Jeff, and one vote for you, Pete. So, you guys have the deciding vote.
Can I vote for myself? I guess I can. It'd be a lot easier. Both these guys, I'm on the slow end. So these two guys are the quick guys. So I've come and I really love both these guys a lot. It's really hard. But I tried to look at their weights first. I mean, they both done a fabulous job. I mean, they're both way up in there in weight. Well, one lost 20.5% and the other one lost 20.6%. So how do I differentiate there? Then one of them came to me today and asked me, I'll tell Dr. Jeff, I'm sorry, I gotta give this up. Dr. Jeff came to me today and said, vote him out not because he wants to go home, but because Pete's such a great guy. When Pete had control of the teams, he could have took Matt, who he knew would put up big weight, and just to go on. But Pete's that kind of guy who just goes off and does things for the good of everybody here. But as Matt says, this is a game, and it breaks my heart to do this, but I voted for Pete. I love you, man.
I love you too, bro.
Jeff, obviously you're still meant to be here, and you're still meant to get more out of this.
I know. It's not that I wanted to go home, but I just think given the alternative, I just felt Pete should stay. I just hope people out there heed what he's done and the kind of person he is, and people can learn from him.
Big fella. Love you, bro. Love you, man. Don't have any regrets, bro. Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. Big fella who can finally put his arms around me. You're awesome. Good job, ladies. Keep working hard. Keep proving him wrong.
I will.
You go, girl. You go, girl. Good job. Do great. All right. I love you all. Goodbye. God bless you. I came here weighing 401 pounds. I've lost 83 pounds to date, and I feel great. I'm still a big guy and still got some more weight to lose, but I just feel awesome. I'm looking forward to going back with my wife and making the lifestyle changes, that will last the rest of our life. And so I look forward to it. Having Jillian as a trainer, it was really perfect because she's just the type of person that I needed to push me. And so she pushed me to places I never thought I could go. And if I could say anything to her, it would be, you know, thank you, I love you. You know, you believed in me when I really didn't believe in myself. And I'm gonna leave here, you know, with so much more than I came. And Jillian, I know you don't like taking credit for it, but you've done more for me than I could ever do for you, and I just want to say thank you. Can't wait to see you. You know they don't fly me until tomorrow.
Oh, we are so excited. Are you okay?
Yes, I got eliminated. I'm fine.
You sound good.
Yeah, I feel real good.
The biggest change that I noticed in Pete, that he looks 15 years younger. I've never seen Pete this size. He says I have, but I have never seen Pete this size.
I love you. Give me a kiss. It is my plan, me and my wife's plan, to start having children. You know, we believe we've conquered weight and health issues, so it's time for us to have kids. When I arrived at the ranch, I weighed 401 pounds, and now I'm down just a little below my goal weight. I hit 264. It feels great to be 264 pounds. I haven't weighed this since college. I'm back to playing basketball regularly. Biggest Loser really saved my life. I was severely overweight. It was just a matter of time before my body was going to start shutting down.
I've lost 50 pounds so far. When Pete left to go to the ranch, I told myself I was going to get on that treadmill and I was just going to walk until I fell off. Pete and I are definitely in control of our lives. We just see children in our future, you know, just a happy couple.